Hello everyone. So hello everyone. So welcome. Just getting this stream set up. Sorry, I just thought I would stream what I'm doing here, so you should be able to see. Yes, you can. Should be able to see this, and the image that I'm using is this, which is a place called Slater's Bridge in near Langdale, up in the Lake District in the UK. So what I thought I'd do is, while I'm sort of doing this, I would just stream, and if anyone's got any questions, they can ask me while I'm on this. So feel free to ask me anything. Just getting a big picture so I can use it. I'm not doing this exactly. It's not. I'm not doing this as an exact copy, as you can probably tell. Hi, Adele. So the idea is this. This is sort of a representation that I'm doing here. And I'm sort of doing all these shapes for trees. I don't know if I'm going to put colour on yet. But what I will be doing is pen, all permanent ink, using fine liners and brush pens. Donna, hi Donna. If you have any questions, type them in the chat, and They may appear over here in the bottom corner. And I'll try and keep an eye on them. So the idea, I'm sort of stealing somebody else's idea here on how they present this type of picture. And I'm not being precise at all. So this place I've been to quite a few times. This picture was from May this year. We go to the Lake District every year. We have a timeshare there, and this is one of the regular walks that we do. So I have lots of pictures of this place. It's quite a popular walk, really. This is Slater's Bridge. It's an old stone bridge. It's got some metal rails. You might not be able to see from my image. But I intend to do something a little bit different to what I normally do. I'm getting down a lot of black. I might just grab a Tombow marker, actually. You might see me better. Let's see, what numbers do I have? 45, let's try that. The Tombow will, so if I do put water on this, this would run. Probably won't be able to get all this done in the live today because it's obviously quite a lot. Quite a lot to do. But my intention is to sort of do the vegetation a little bit like this, blocking in. It's a representation of the trees. And as you can see on the picture, I'm sort of working on this tree trunk here. and there's a lot of greenery. So what I did initially was put some pencil lines on, just so that I could not go too far out of proportion. So I've got the tree line coming down here, and then have I got all this picture in? Yes, I have. Yeah. So the tree line coming down, and then it comes down to V. There's a little tree that I'm going to put on that hill there. So that's like the V. This is the sky area. And then I've got the actual Slater's Bridge. So this is going to be a lot of vegetation and a lot of green, but I'm going to represent that with different shading. And then the bridge itself, the metal bridge, and then the rocks obviously sort of coming into the foreground here with the river. Haven't quite figured out what I'm going to do with the reflection yet, but the foreground here with the rocks, you can see I've started some of them rocks. So this is like the big rock, and I'm just picking up the shadow really. So I'm sort of just going to block in the biggest shapes here, the big rock, and sort of represent everything else. Roughly. So we've got some grass here, which I'm representing with some tufts. If you've got anything to ask, feel free to ask. So it's quite a big sheet, this. Just want to make sure. Can you all hear me okay? Anyone want to put a message in anywhere? Just make sure you can hear me. Type something in. So I don't like that. I don't like the Tombow, so I'm just going to go. It's bothering me there. Just going to go over that. But what I tend to find when I'm doing things like this, I will get I'll probably get a little bored with it, and I end up putting it away and sort of coming back to it. I'll figure out what I want to do with the tree line. I'm going to get this wall in here. There's a sort of a wall that comes in here. Quite dark in the picture, you might not be able to see it. I like doing walls. It's particularly stone walls, and it's sort of got a gate on it as well down here. I'm sort of just making this up really. That's why I'm not actually looking at the picture much. It's all very dark, so I'm not going to make it quite as dark as it is, because we want to see it. We don't just want a black page. So I need to just keep checking if there's anyone talking to me. I apologise if you're talking and I don't respond quite quickly enough. Probably using a size that is a little bit on the small side. Really, see where this wall goes. So it sort of comes down, so that it comes down through here like this. I hope you can see this okay. And then we've sort of got a tree. We've got a tree nicely lit here. So I'm going to put that tree in, or representation of the tree. I think it's a tree actually. What actually is it? I think it's a bit of growth coming out of this root here. That's what I think's going on. So that's what I'm going to do. And it's sort of got a nice sort of tree shape like this. So that's got that in, and then I'm going to put these rails going across here. Just show them through there a little bit. Can't really see this gate. And you can sort of make out. It's a gate. It's like a face. That wasn't purposeful. Let's put a crooked post there. Make this a little bit crooked. It hasn't really got a cross member going in there, but I might put one in. What it has got there. So Ursula, hi Ursula. Can you all see? Can you all see the source image? Okay. Like I say, it's called Slater's Bridge near Langdale, near Little Langdale in the Lake District in the UK. And I'm doing a sort of representation, and there's obviously a lot of greenery here. So I've got my wall in here. You can just see the top of the wall, so I'm just adding some I like to do these black bits in between. I think it just gives it a little bit of a feature. Sort of it picks out the stones a little bit more. Okay, so we've got, and then I'm representing some of these dark patches in the grass with just these random sort of straight lines here. Got another branch. Let's get this wider one. Got another branch coming up here. Goes off the page. This paper is hot press, so I'm preferring hot press at the moment. Oh no, there's another. Just trying to strain my eyes at this picture here. So there's a dark patch here. So this tree is sort of ending down here like this. I don't know if I'll do colour or not really. I'll see. Might keep it grey. Might just do some sort of indigo, shades of indigo for the values. But behind this tree, this wall, there is a dark patch here. So I'm going to sort of do some different line strokes for the sort of different vegetation that I can see. I've got a squiggly branch coming in here. Let's just make that a little bit bigger. And I've got another branch coming in here like this. And a small one going like that. And then in between all that, I've got some different shrubbery going on here. And I've also got a dark patch, which I think is another wall in the background, sort of coming up through here like this. See what I might do. I might do these a green colour, shades of green. Don't know yet. Don't quite know what I'm doing with the colour just yet. Any questions? No, doesn't look like any questions. I really don't mind if people want to chat on the chat thread there. So this is the sort of tree line coming down here. So I'm going to represent that by these vertical lines. And obviously we've got a tree. Exaggerating some of these, of course. Got some sort of so I'm going to sort of just represent the different shapes. And these will develop as I go on. So what the plan here is I'm going to get a lot of the ink on, and then just get rid of some of these light pencil marks here. Get this ink on, and then just decide what I'm going to do with colour or greys. I might actually just do some greys. I might just do some monotone stuff. I'm thinking maybe purple or some sort of violet. I don't know. Something bold, maybe. It's nice that you're staying to watch. So what else have I got here? I've got I've got some sort of more very dark branches, just sort of coming in here like this. And of course, we've got more. more greenery. All this is green, so I know green and purple. Green and purple, green and red. I don't know. Complementaries, green and red. What else have we got? Yeah, or maybe just use good old brown and blue. I'll see. I think this tree must have come over in a storm or something, because a lot of it is hanging over the sort of this area. I'm going to do different hatching on here to represent the different colours. Over on this side, I've got this little tree like this, which is part of this feature hill here, which sort of comes down. Part of it comes down there, and part of it goes off down here like this. And it's quite rocky. You can see how this is coming together. If you want to have a look at this bigger, look, I'll just make this a little bit bigger on the screen. There you go. Yeah, so this area is like rocky. The little pathway goes across the top here, goes over this little bridge, and then over a hole in this wall behind this tree. This tree is sort of broken and hanging down, represented by this area here. Do need to make that branch a little bit bigger. I mean, I'm not trying to make this exact, of course. So hopefully you can sort of see this coming together. What I'll probably do is, before too long, I'll probably end this live. And if you want to see this sort of develop more, drop me a subscribe, and you will see it appear maybe as a note, or I will probably put it into my next newsletter, which I'm going to try and get out. Where are we? By the end of October. So this is the pathway here, and it's got quite a lot of rocks. So I'm sort of focusing on the negative space more. Hence, quite a lot of bold black lines here. Okay, so thank you for joining, everyone. I've been on a little while now, so hopefully you can see that coming on. This is quite a large sheet. It is so it is 14 inches by 11. So 14 by 11. So quite a big sheet there. And I'm sort of doing it in an Ian Finelli style, I think. Oh, a couple more people joined. Okay, Felix, Jen. So I wasn't staying on too much longer, but I will for a little bit. I'll just explain what I'm doing. So 14 inches by 11, and I am doing a representation of this image. Not an exact copy. But I'm focusing quite a lot on the negative dark space here, and I haven't quite decided what colour, if any, I'm going to use on it yet. I'm trying to get it looking nice with just the cross hatching. So you can see I've got the tree line coming down, and I'll be working on some different hatching here. I'll be doing more of this representation of rocks here like this. So all I'm doing here is sort of picking up some little vertical lines and making them a little bit bolder at the bottom. Just some random lines, really. If anyone's been up to the Lake District, you'll recognise this sort of terrain. It's very beautiful and rugged, and it's very much Lake District. This is called Slater's Bridge. It's an old bridge. Hi Graham, that's Graham. Some of you might know it. Slater's Bridge near Little Langdale. We are regular visitors to Langdale and the lakes, so we have a timeshare up there at Langdale Estate, and we go up in May. I just quite enjoy this relaxation. It's very relaxing, just doing something like this. I'm gently touching the pen on here and trying to follow the shape of this rock, and then just making some of it a little bit darker. The idea isn't to exactly mimic, or do anything photorealistic of this. It's just to do a representation, really, of some of the shapes that I'm seeing, that I sort of keep glancing up and looking at some of these distinctive shapes, these dark shapes. My eyes are sort of trained on looking at them, specifically the black bits, and I'm just letting my pen sort of follow some of these black bits. I mean, where this the larger black piece here, I've just sort of put lines in, which I will do here as well. Just trying to keep it loose as well, to a certain degree. Trying to just hold the pen a little bit higher up. So I'm not going to get this. I'm not going to get this finished, guys. So if you aren't a subscriber, just drop a free subscribe, and or a paid, obviously. Don't want to put people off supporting me, but I will drop it. I will drop it in a newsletter. So what I might do, actually, just as a bit of fun, I might just make some tree shapes here. And carry on. Yeah, I will try and get this in my in a newsletter that I want to try and get out by the end of October. There's a tiny little gate in the background there. Any questions? Anyone got any questions? Feel free to ask. Anything about materials or paper or pens. You can probably see I'm using a Pigma Micron. The paper is Fabriano Artistico. had it a long time actually. I bought a big sheet and cut it down, hot press paper. Can all of you see that? Oh yeah. Esther, Chaos Designs, hello. Thanks for joining. I won't be on much longer, but thank you for joining. I've got a great big stone here in this little bit of water, so I'm going to just sort of put the shape in here like this. And then again, I'm just looking for the negative space here, look, the dark patches, just to bring out some of the features of this sort of stone in the water. I think you get the idea. Well, maybe you get the idea, maybe you don't. It's very relaxing doing this, I think. There's a lot of stones in this. River. It's quite shallow, so again, I'm just going to represent with the very lightest of pen marks. I want to just carry this on along here a little bit as well. So this is the pathway. So again, just picking out the blocking out some of the dark patches, negative space. We've got some grass here as well. So those that have joined a bit late, I haven't decided on what I'm doing with the colour yet. I don't know if I'm going to put colour on it or just leave it like this. What do you guys think? Do you think it needs some colour, or do you think I should leave it black and white and just carry on doing all these different shades of mark making? Can everyone see that? Yeah, it's all fully in. Just tilt it there. There we go. Oh no, hang on. That way a bit. Let's get this camera up a little bit there. Look. So it's quite a big sheet, really. Just so people see, that's sort of what I'm working on there. But that's my own picture from this May. Lovely place. There's a couple of people sat there, look. Sat enjoying the sun. There's a little pool on the other side of this bridge. A lot of people take pictures here, of course. They stand up. There's a little, you can't quite see it, but that'll appear. There's a little iron rail there that goes across, up and down. On the picture, it's still in pencil. It goes up and down with some vertical and some diagonal ironwork that'll appear either in black or white. So yeah, that's a reference. We go there every year. The lovely Lake District. That's what I'm working to. And the pencil was just really to give me a guide, so I don't put the lines in completely the wrong place. And of course we have little trees here. There's going to be all sorts of vegetation going on here. Right, okay. So thank you for joining. Not quite finished. Like I said, anyone that if you want to see the finished piece, please, if you're not a subscriber, please just subscribe. There's a free option, a paid option that supports me. I have written a post about the paywall and not having a paywall. Again, I have a contents page. Have a look at my contents page. You'll see the post there. I don't do anything special for subscribers. I just appreciate that you do subscribe if you decide to subscribe for a couple of months or for longer. I do appreciate that. It's quite motivational and it helps support my work and materials. And if you get any tips from me, great. Feedback. I always like to have some feedback. And those that do subscribe, I do offer some one-to-one. I'm quite responsive on chat, and I don't mind helping people if you're new, getting into this sort of thing. I've got a gallery if you want to have a look at some of the work that I've been doing for a couple of years. Feel free to have a look around. Again, it's all from the contents link that you'll see on my page there. It's a pinned post, the contents. There's a gallery, you can see a lot of my work there. And if you are new to doing any sort of drawing or art, if you're a paid subscriber, I'm quite happy to give some coaching, give you some motivation. Yeah, but if you don't want to pay, that's fine as well. And I will, when I do finish this, I will put this in a post and send it out, with some of my other ramblings as well. Okay, so yeah, that's coming along quite nicely. I've got to do something with the river and the ironwork, and then do some more marks on the greenery in the background. But yeah, thank you all for joining. Thanks for joining, and I look forward to seeing you online.